Hi, I'm Chris Wise with Wise About Flower Mound, and I'm here with Erica Fisher, and we're going to be talking about her business. And this is Joe.
This is Joe.
Hi, Joe. Joe has been so awesome. So tell me, why are we in a barn?
Well, you know, I have always loved horses since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
I didn't even grow up on a farm. My parents don't know where I got it from, but I started riding when I was 4.
Wow.
And I've ridden ever since. This is my current horse, Joe. And it's because of Joe that I got into the business that I am now, that I started my own business called Eye On Equine Bodywork.
Okay.
And that's what we're going to talk about today.
Okay, it's so exciting. So
yes.
I need some work on my body, but I don't think we're here for that. So go ahead. So tell me, so what does that mean?
Well, so when I got Joe, I've had him like 8 years, and he was a polo pony before.
Oh, wow.
And so he I consider him like an ex-football player. So he had some aches and pains, and so when I'd ride him, he was pretty good, but I could tell he was sore, and I thought I'd investigate some ways to help him feel better.
Yeah.
So that's when I got on this journey. It's all thanks to him that I did it.
What a beautiful guy. You are just handsome. I'm sorry,
He's
you're very handsome. Gotta make sure I do it right.
And it's because of all the stuff he's taught me. I used his eye for the logo that you can see on my shirt.
You were telling me about that. That's so cool.
Yeah, and one of the things that I do in my business is acupressure. And in traditional Chinese medicine, the shen, or the spirit of any living thing, is seen in the eye. So that's why I named it Eye On Equine Bodywork.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And also it's me keeping an eye on the equine, you know. It's all about that.
Definitely.
Yes.
So like, did you go to school for this? How do you like? And
Right.
I'm assuming that you like do stuff all over.
Right.
I'm totally out of my element here.
That's awesome. Yeah, so I went to college, and I have a master's in biology, and I actually had a career as a pharmaceutical sales rep for quite a while.
I worked for McKesson
when
I was an accountant. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yep.
Well, I decided to have a career change, you know, and later in life, and follow my passion. And so I actually have over 500 credit hours of study in the particular methodologies. I mentioned acupressure. I also do several forms of massage and various techniques for stretching. I also do some essential oil therapies.
Wow.
And I even invested in some devices that can help them, called laser therapy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and electromagnetic therapy, which has become really popular these days. So I kind of tailor all of that, and that's the training that I've used. And what I do is not a replacement for veterinary care. It's just a really good complement to it.
Okay. So let's say I have a horse, I guess, and is there something that I would notice that then would cause me to call you, or how does that work?
So horses are funny, you know, they can't talk to us, but they can show us in different ways if they're in pain or have some soreness. And, you know, some of the obvious things are when you're riding them, maybe they won't jump the jump, they'll refuse, or maybe they don't want to trot, or maybe when they're barrel racing, they just don't do the corner as well as the racer wants. And some other things are, when an animal's in pain, they will have some behavioral issues, just like when we're
just like people.
We're grumpy, you know. They can be grumpy, so they can like bite and kick out. Or if you're riding them, they might buck if you're wanting to ask them to do something because they hurt. So they're telling you, "Hey, I hurt." A lot of times too, if somebody has a horse that's really spooky and afraid of things, that's another sign that they're in pain.
Something's going on.
Right, because horses, it's weird, as big as they are, they're really prey animals.
Oh.
Yes, you wouldn't think so. But so because of their innate nature to protect themselves in the wild, they're a herd animal. And so if they're out and about on their own and they see something that scares them, if they're in good physical strength, they feel comfortable to stand up against it.
Okay.
But if they're weakened, they might spook, is what we call it, or shy, run away, and that scares a lot of riders. Sometimes you fall off, you know, and that's a good sign that they're more than likely probably in pain.
Okay.
So those are some things we look for.
Oh my gosh. So do people contract with you, like I need you to work on for a specific time frame, like months, or how does that?
Oh, okay. So my sessions, a lot of people will reach out to me. Well, first of all, just a general session. Before I even work on a horse, I have I email out a questionnaire.
Okay.
So that it goes over all these different points, and a lot of them are regard to pain, so I can kind of gauge where they are. Also, it asks for their vet records, so I know it's happening. I know you see something.
Okay, no vet. We're not taking you to the vet. It's going to be okay, Joe.
And so, just like no two people are the same, no two horses are the same.
Yeah.
And I always ask for that questionnaire ahead of time so that I can be best prepared when I do see the horse.
Right.
And I travel all over the DFW area to local barns. And what I'll do is when I go to first see the horse, I'll assess them. Everything. I'll look at them. I use all my senses. I even smell and touch and listen to things. And then I'll go about a tailored program for them. Okay. That's what happens. And so a lot of times people reach out to me, like I just had someone, they were going to their end of the year show. Yes, and it was a big jumping competition.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was a big deal because they get scholarships and things.
Oh my gosh! So they needed everything to happen perfectly.
Yes. Yeah. So I worked on the horse, and guess what? He won.
Oh my gosh! That's so exciting. You're like a part of that.
So exciting. Yeah, it's so rewarding.
Oh my gosh, that's so neat. I mean, that. Hopefully, you got a little ribbon too.
They give me kudos, but that's the whole reason why I like to do it, is because of helping the horses, and it could be someone that's competing, whether it's in a horse show like jumping or dressage even, or I mentioned barrel racers.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be somebody doing ranch work and their horse is sore or something, or just like I've got a lot of friends too that have a companion horse that they just like to ride around, and they just want him to be more comfortable and have a happier demeanor. So that's what we work on. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's great. I mean, that is. So I worked in the yard this weekend, and I've got some pain, so I don't know if you can help me. I'm like, oh my gosh.
You need a massage, right?
I need a massage.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I know, I'm like, I look at my hands, I'm like, oh yeah, you can tell I've been doing this work for a little bit. That's awesome.
Yes. Well, Joe, you have been just really great.
He's like, yeah, he's a
and
piece
beautiful,
of work.
beautiful.
He's funny. He just had shots the other day, so he's not quite as expressive as he normally is. He had his West Nile shot and his flu shot, so
oh my gosh.
He's feeling a little puny like we do.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you all want to find my Facebook page, my business page, and Eye On Equine Bodywork, and you can set up appointments there. My phone number's on there, and I look forward to helping you.
And we'll link as well, so there's a link on here. So,
that'd be great.
Oh, we've got visitors. Hi! Hello!
Everybody likes going to the bar.
Yes. That's okay. Hi, sweetie.
That's all right. I knew you were coming. I tried to wrap it up.
We now have a person. now have a dog that's in. There we go. Bye.
Oh, I tried to wrap it up because I saw them coming. Is that good enough?
That works.
If you want me to do more?
No. We got it. I'm just going to. So we've got a link, so make sure that you look up Erica and Eye On Equine Bodyworks. I got it. So once again, I'm Chris Wise with Wise About Flower Mound. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and we look forward to seeing you next time.